Scatter dead. Yes, no.
See, no be there, not Teargas. Wait, there's somebody told that I saw the person. Somebody just threw it down there. Nobody saw it, I saw the person. No be police.
This side now. That is why I'm not sure they are stopping them from program.
No be police shot that.
Akpabio, you have failed yourself. Akpabio, leave Natasha alone, no. Natasha make full cost. Akpabio, do your work.
Yes, let's start by getting your name and your designation.
My name is Miss Oluchi Nwosu. I'm a communications expert, a young woman in politics, and a gender advocate.
We're now witnessing an August gathering of persons chanting Akpabio must go, some bearing banners carrying "We stand with Natasha." Can you bring us up to speed of what the situation is?
Well, what I see here is a protest and a show of solidarity for Senator Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan. People have come out, women, men inclusive, have come out to drum support and show their solidarity for to her following what happened, the recent incident that took place on the floor of the Senate. And I want Nigerians to, immediately after that day, I granted a first interview, and I'll repeat it here. I want Nigerians to see this incident not just as a party thing, but this is a human rights issue. A woman has come out to say, I have been sexually harassed. And I don't see why, there's no sane reason why any human being would want to dilly-dally with this kind of concerns that she has raised. It takes a lot for a senator of the Federal Republic of Nigeria to come out with such an outburst. You should know that this thing is not just a reaction, it's an outburst from Natasha, because it's something that has been suppressed for too long.
All right, now what is the expected outcome of this protest?
First and foremost, it is to draw the attention of the world to what is happening in the Senate. It is to let Nigerians know that we have a very big problem at hand, and this is a national issue. It is also an international embarrassment when it comes to Nigeria. We want the world to know the challenges of women in the political space. I've said it before, things like this start from little conversations, the kinds of things that people say to women and go unchecked or go unpunished. It is what transforms into this kind of behavior. There's no reason why you should be telling me that women, older women especially, I want to speak to them in politics. There's no reason why they did not come up to speak, and the only time they thought to make an appearance was to try to shut this woman up, was to try to say that what she was saying does not make sense. How does an older woman come on national TV and tell us that the Senate is meant for the elderly? What kind of message are you passing across to us? Don't you know that you have created a culture of fear, a culture of silence, a culture of discrimination and humiliation of the woman? Do you know what we pass through as young women in the political space? I have come out here to lend my voice to draw the attention of the world. I also want to call on the international community that are in Nigeria, the UK, the US Embassy, United Nations women in Nigeria. We are calling on you people to please use your good office and help us drum these agitations. You asked me what we're expecting from this. We expect that henceforth, from this moment, a body, an independent body, will be put together to investigate these allegations, and we want the outcome. Nigerians want to know the outcome, and pending the result of the investigation, please, we want the Senate President, Senator Godswill Akpabio, to kindly step aside while we wait for the investigations. The former Senate President, Dr. Bukola Saraki, said something, and I totally agree with him. He said this is not just about Akpabio. This is not about protecting one person. This is about defending the Senate and that seat of the President of the Senate. So this is more about our democracy. It is about human rights. It is about protecting womanhood in politics. That is why I'm here.
Are you not seeing it as if you are pulling down the institution?
Which of the institutions, sir?
The Nigerian Senate.
I am not pulling down the institution. I am asking, I am begging that they help protect womanhood and they try to please investigate. It takes a lot. It takes a lot for a senator of the Federal Republic of Nigeria to come out and make such, allegations. It takes a lot. Let them investigate these things. I'm very sure that Senator Natasha will not come out and talk like that if she does not have concrete evidence to back up her claims. My name is Miss Oluchi Wonsu. Miss Oluchi Wonsu, that's my name. My designation, okay, I'm a communications expert and a young woman in politics. I also own my media company.
It's not by saying and sponsoring protests here and there. No, this is an allegation. The woman involved is a lawyer, very matured, as old as the France president. So she couldn't come out to lie against any human being. But if you are accused or alleged, the best thing for you is to step aside. There was a little issue in the National Assembly. David Mark stepped aside. Senator David Mark was the speaker, was the chairman of the Senate. He stepped aside. So we expect free and fair hearing. We are not against our Senate president. But if behind the scene he is doing all this kind of thing, then it is not good for our democracy. It is not good for his own personality. The lady is as old as his daughter. So why harassing the girl? Why? Instead of making law to reduce poverty in Nigeria, you are busy changing seats, Senate seat. What has that got to do in the life of average Nigeria? This is the time we want a palliative. What will remove our pain from us, not what will add more pain to us. She was voted like Akpabio was voted. She has her right as a senator. Why don't you change the position of the Senate president if it's a general thing to be done? Why? Why is changing of seat at this critical moment of our democracy? I don't think it's a call for. My name is Citizen Aku Goodman. Citizen Aku Goodman is my name. Citizen Aku Goodman. Aku Goodman.
Violence, Ibira land, yes, which is the senatorial districts where Senator Natasha Akpabio is representing.
So if we are right, we say this is the constituent of Senator Natasha.
Senatorial district of Senator Natasha Akpabio.
I hope you are not just being passionate about your representatives.
First, the word passion about something is subjective. We are here for objective purpose. What is it? The UN Charter for Women Inclusivity is 35% affirmation. As we speak today, in the National Assembly, we have less than 4 or 5 women representing senatorial districts in the National Assembly. The few one we are having, Senator Akpabio action has been to silence, to malign, to manipulate them, to force them into doing what they don't want to do. What you see today, what you see here today, what you are seeing here today is a product of the goodwill and the belief for Senator Natasha Akpabio. There's no doubt that the country is currently not finding it funny economically. There's what we call dysfunction in social science. Nigeria is undergoing a dysfunctional system right now, waiting for an accelerator. The president of the country must take into cognizance. Let Akpabio not be the accelerator that will cause something beyond what he can control. His actions and inactions, his utterances, is not of that of a Senate president. He has been a bad boy.
We are saying it as if it's just as if some group of politicians who failed in the 2023 election are now ganging up to say, oh no, this is an opportunity for us to take back the
you see, they could assert, they could assume.
Because we are seeing obedience.
No, they could assume. That is their opinion. Why? Because that is their mode of operation. their model operandi. They are assuming so. That is how we get into power. What we are doing here today, the people we are seeing here are selfless people who believe in Senator Natasha Akpabio. Prior to her emergence as a senator, she has been the people's person. I said what she has done for our senatorial district. No, we have had senators in the National Assembly. Senator Natasha Akpabio is an exceptional leader. We will not play with her. See, no amount of money, my own personality that can bring me to the street for anybody, my personality. But looking at what Senator Natasha Akpabio represents, the altruistic leadership we want, that we are clamoring that people should learn, emulate, that I want to be, she's a role model to many. I want to be like Senator Natasha Akpabio. And you are trying to silence her to bring us to 1970 in 2025. Natasha is a role model to many.
Your name, sir?
My name is Akpabio, the spokesperson of Say No to Violence in Abuja land. I am from Kogi State. This is my bag. I'm not going home until Akpabio come down.
Your name again, please.
Akpabio.
Yes.
I'm not going home. This is my bag. Say No to Violence in Abuja land.